So, let's see. Your fins came out from FCS, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to talk to you and find out why you developed the fins and what you were looking for in the fins. And there's small. Is there small? Those medium and larges, yeah.
Medium and larges, yeah.
Yeah. So for the folks that haven't seen the fin, boom. I don't know if this is too dark.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh. So I got it on the, by the way, I rode the fins this morning on the no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
And I used several other fins on the board. I had a lot of drive with some other fins, but I felt that when I would turn, I would have to really crank it or it would get stuck. But with these fins, the board just started really flowing, and I was really
nice.
Yeah. So I felt a new board. I was stoked.
Good. Yeah. Fins can make a board or break a board. Yeah.
So what about these fins?
Well, so it's a template that I had on a super old set of fins that I had since 2002, I think. I cleaned it up and made it a little more upright than that template. It was, the rake back of the AMs is what I like. And, but then I feel like that tip, the tip on this is a little more universal for what I like and for what the boards that I make are. And so it's just trying to capture the elusive, combination of drive and, maneuverability like everybody is. Mm-hmm. And with the idea of it working well with all the grovelers and as well as performance boards as a quad and as a thruster. I've been riding that set of fins up until a couple of years ago, and I would always have those as a staple. I'd always keep the same set of fins in no matter what the board is. And so I would put the fin placement in accordance to the fins. And so when I was trying all those different boards and all the different years, different materials and everything, my one constant was always that set of fins. Oh. And so that gave me more control over the variables. Yeah. And so this fin is derived off of that template. And the trailer on the quads, I put a lot of thought into the pretty upright, pretty stubby version of that, but with a fair bit of a pretty good sized footprint. So it's real, but it's real pivoty. And so you're getting a lot of hold and a lot of pivot from that upright quad trailer. And then the thruster, the center fin is really just I think it's 10%. I think we decided on smaller than the front fins. It's the same template. Try to have a little bit of a hook tip on the end there and just go real versatile, real neutral fin so that you can get the control, get the drive without feeling the fin too much, Oh
yeah, you can tell it's more,
just a smidge smaller. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So the rear quads, I noticed it's is this like a totally flat foil right here on the inside?
No, it's let's see it's not fully flat. It's like 80-20. Yep.
Oh, okay.
On the quads, you're talking about the quads, right?
Yeah, the rear quad. Yeah.
Cool, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, 80-20 and just a little bit of, forgiveness there on the instead of having a full flat side.
Yeah. Is there did you guys decide on the material or did you guys discuss that or?
That was FCS going off of what we wanted with in terms of it being pretty rigid fin. And and what's really key is the pingy, like it's a real hard, it's a hard, that's key. I feel like from the performance standpoint, I mean, I was just reminiscing the other day thinking about how long it took guys to get off, especially on the tour, to get off of the glass on fin. And it was, I think a lot of that conversion over into the boxes, FCS and Futures boxes has been because of the quality of the actual fin and mimicking a fiberglass fin. the fiberglass fin is pretty hard to beat, and that's what these materials are meant to mimic a lot of that. That performance and the pinginess of it, the way it bends in the water and comes back to neutral.
So you ride a lot of quads, yeah?
Yeah.
So when do you decide you ride a thruster?
Usually just when on a performance board, like in FRK. The Dominator 2's coming out. I've been riding thrustering with that, a smaller thruster, bigger front fins. I still think I would go with the Dominator 2 with quads more often than not. But it mostly just comes down to the width of the tail. If it's a real wide tail, especially my shapes, I design them so that you're on one side or the other, and so that you can get a lot of benefit from having a quad. But FRKs, I don't even put the 4-fin option on my FRKs. Kelly does. He rides them as quads a lot, but ultimately when it comes down, push comes to shove, he puts in a thruster.
Because you got enough speed on bigger waves anyway, so you don't.
Yeah, and then I feel like it can kind of bind. This just because there's so much fin in such a narrower area that when the fins are that close together, you start feeling the bindingness with that narrow of a tail. You blow that whole thing out, and then you got the feeling of being on this side and then this side separately.
Oh. Right on.
Yeah.
So the Dominator 2, right on.
It's coming. I've been riding it.
You happen to come over here to do the interview.
I know. That one, well, I'll definitely have to come over. I'll sit in quarantine. I don't care.
Right on. Hey, thank you very much, man.
Yeah.
Stoked
no problem.
Fins and, rode it on the the No Brainer. And then I also rode it on... What else did I ride it on? I forgot a few.
Did you have it ride it as a quad or a thruster?
I rode it as a quad.
Cool.
Yeah, I've ridden the No Brainer as a thruster, and then the quad. I think I like it as the quad, like you recommend, way better.
Yeah. The Australians, you can't convince them to get off the thrusters, but especially like out in front of your place in Kiwalas and in town there. It's just like that, just that extra little push and speed for the floatiness or for the softness,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron, thank you very much, man.
Yep. No worries. Thank you.
All right.
Check you. Okay.
Yeah.
See you.